Hi there, good afternoon. Today we have someone new, and I mean new. We have a request from the actual artists themselves, Myriad's Veil the Darkness. And so, as some of you might know, as we're diving into music together, and I'm taking your requests, and we're kind of taking this journey alongside one another. Be open to give me a request of your own band, your own group. And some of the rules that I have on that is that in all full disclosure, I normally listen to 10 to 15 seconds of the song before I go into reaction on it. So I've heard about 15 to 20 seconds of the song. I always do that just to make sure that there's something that's going to be good for the channel. And from what I've heard on this, it's great. And so I get this email from this member. He says, "Hi, we're Myriad's Veil, a new psychedelic folk project formed by Temple Fang guitarist Ivy van der Veer and singer-songwriter Ismena. We saw your YouTube channel. I think it's really cool. The Darkness is out now, and we were hoping you'd be willing to share on your channel by making a reaction." And so, yes, of course. I mean, I know that we may not garner tens of hundreds of thousands of views like we do with Eminem or something like this, but this is something that let's share. Let's share each other's talents. And so in the description of every video, there's also a PO box that you can send thumbnails to, or thumb drives that have your music on them. Feel free to mail anything there to the PO box. You can email me here. I bet you know what my Gmail account email would be. Just take a guess. And then, of course, throw down a request. And so now we have today Myriad's Veil, the Darkness. The Darkness. All right, let's go. Let's go. I said, let's go. Have any of you ever played, I know you'd probably be very surprised to me asking this, but have you guys ever played the game Diablo? Like the original game Diablo? This sounds like the guitar work from Diablo as you're in Tristan's town with Cain and the whole thing. Yes, I game. But that's an oldie. I mean, that's an old one. But it sounds like that. It has that same cool feel of that town guitar work in the background. It's kind of neat. It's a throwback for me. This is about as far as I got listening to a sample. So we're in uncharted territories, folks.
I stand behind you. Shadow fades, neglected.
What is it? Wish You Were Here. Sounds a little bit like that. Floyd, a little bit. You can tell that they've garnered some of their influences, and you can tell that they're picking up some subtle notes from Floyd for sure. They've been influenced, which is cool. It's just, I think that the greatest, they always say the greatest compliment is that of copycatting or I'm escaping the word for the moment, but you know what I'm saying. And so you could tell they have an influence from Floyd in their style here. Her harmonizing with herself and that melancholy guitar work in the background is really kind of contributing to that overall feel of the psychedelic feel. I kind of liken it to more like a meditative kind of a moment where you can have this music playing in your AirPods as you're just kind of like chillaxing, maybe watching the beach, the ocean or something, and just enjoying the moment in life. That's where my mind's at right now.
When I find
creative musical instrument work in this song. I don't know if you're paying attention to the buildup of the different instruments in the background and how they're introing themselves, but it's a nice little subtle approach to building some energy behind the music. And so I'm liking this. I'm definitely liking this. I'm kind of curious to know where they're going with their album, as far as if this is a taste for the rest of the album. You guys let me know. Those of you in the group, maybe we'll throw down some more music for sure. I love Floyd. Floyd's one of my favorite bands, and so this feels very familiar and at home to me. She says, "I will await." And I was just about to say the same exact words. I will await for a bridge. I feel like I'm ready. I feel like this song and I have been dating long enough to where I think I want to take it to the next step. I want to hear a breakaway moment. I want to hear. I think we're all kind of waiting now. We're a minute 45 seconds in, and are we going to get to some sort of interesting crescendo? Or is this more of a meditative draw throughout the whole song, where it's just going to be the same tone? Curious. Let's see. But I'm ready to take our relationship to the next step. Let's go.
The fall. When everything goes wrong.
Strings, nice. Where's it going? I'm curious. Where's it going? I feel like I'm in this precipice of this crevasse, and I'm just going. Where, like I'm ready for it. Aren't you? Let's see if we're gonna get there.
You are the dawn.
I do. There we go. Oh.
You are
It's like that scratches the itch. It's like, oh, I was waiting for this. Okay. All right. Because I was about to like yawn this one out a little bit because I'm going, wait, there needs to be a moment. It feels like it's gone a little long and it hasn't transitioned yet. But it's just teasing us. It's just teasing and drawing us along a little bit. And now we've come home. Now we're at the build up now. Pretty harmonies too.
You are a stranger. I forgot. Can I rest upon your shoulder?
This is just kind of a, it's just a neat little journey. You've got the simplicity of the vocals with seemingly simplistic musicianship happening in the background, but not so much. It's a really nice creative build and refrain as we kind of make our way through the background of what's happening here. Yeah, I like these guys. This is on the playlist. This is going on the playlist so far.
When all is sad and you're gone.
Boy, it feels like that game. It just feels like the game.
longing for the light. You are near to guide me. Somewhere safer than here.
It's interesting. It's a very repetitive melody, but with a lot of flourish that happens and sprouts up along the way. It just kind of like throws stuff in there. So it keeps you on track with the song throughout the whole thing. It keeps that pattern and that beat going, but it throws enough creativity in there to break up the mundaneness of the repetitive nature of the guitar work, right? Because you do have a very steady guitar work, but it's effective when you're dealing with, I think, something where if you were tripping, sadly, I hope you don't, but if you're tripping, or if you're just like in just a mellow mood, this one can really just like bring you to a nice, even meditative state of mind in a way, you know? And that's the psychedelic part. You know, you don't need the psychedelics to get there, trust me. But yeah, it's effective that way. So while it may seem redundant, if you pay attention to what's happening and how they're crafting around the apparent redundancy of the instrumentation here playing, it's enough to make it interesting to wonder what's going to happen next. I might be picking this apart too much. And just being too critical, but it's not meant to be critical in a way of the song itself. I love it. This is going on the playlist for sure. But it's interesting if you pay attention to some of the more interesting elements in the background as they contribute to the overall picture. You'll notice that from the beginning of the song to the next, it's been very different throughout the whole thing while being very, very recognizable and the same. It's the same but different, if what I'm getting at. I don't know if that's making sense to you guys. I'm trying to put it in words, but this is very reminiscent to me of some of the bands that I used to follow back in the day. I like these guys and gals.
Somewhere safer than here.
Like that. It's just interesting. And then that off-putting lower note. It's keeping on the edge a little bit, you know. Up. And then in a weird set. It's interesting.
You are the darkness. You are a stranger. I forgot. Can I rest upon your shoulder when all is said and you're done?
Wow. That was interesting. I'm kind of curious on the rest of the album if it's a story like The Wall, if it, is like The Death of Slim Shady as far as a grander picture of what they're singing about in the whole thing, and is it a complete musical journey throughout? Kind of curious. What do you guys think? I'm kind of curious what you guys think about this, but for me, the takeaway is it's a very steady Eddie kind of format with a lot of bells and whistles along the road to kind of keep you entertained as you make your way through it, but keeping you medicated and meditated, if that makes sense. But yes, nice. I liked it. Thank you very much for the recommendation. I appreciate it. And with that, you guys have a wonderful day. We're still looking for some Christmas songs for the month of December. So if you got any ideas, throw them in. Let's get some recommendations so we can get some Christmas action going on in the month of December. And with that, you guys have a wonderful day. Look forward to seeing you guys in the next one. You guys take care. Take care. We'll see ya.